Morning, students.
Good morning.
Yeah, I'm gonna start now. I don't want to wait for others. I don't know why they are not joining today. It seems like uh, very less members. But yeah, but I just want to finish these long answer questions. So these two are the long answer questions. I just want to complete it first. Right. So as you again, so once again. Yeah, I hope you understand the previous classes, and now it's time for the definitions. Also, we completed yesterday, right? The definition, as you can see here, there are two frames we have assumed, right? The K is the rest frame, K prime is the moving frame, right? Here T prime is the time in the K prime, T naught is the time in the K. So both frames are there. One frame is at rest, the other frame is moving with respect to the rest. So what they measure, the time measured between two events at different positions is greater than the time between the same event at one position time daily. So this time dilation is basically if I want to say exact definition, the time is measured shorter in moving frame compared to the rest frame, which is called time dilation. What is the time dilation? The time measured in moving frame is shorter than the rest frame. So the conclusion is, if we place the two objects, if you place the two members in uh, in two frames, one in rest frame, the other one is a moving frame. Simply, the moving frame, the person who is in the moving frame is younger than the person who is in the rest frame. So that's what you have to remember. So here, the event do not occur at the same place, space, and time coordinates in two systems. The system here K required one clock, K prime required another clock. We keep two clocks. So finally, we observe that the clock which is in placed in the moving frame shows shorter time than the clock moving at the place in the rest frame. So whatever the clock you place in the moving frame definitely shows the slower compared to the frame which you the clock which you place in the rest frame. Okay. Then moving into the actual derivation of how do we prove this? Yes, sir, I understand this. Finally, as per our discussion, the last class, and we everybody understand that time, dilation definition. Here, how do you derive that? How do you prove that actually? So here, we forgot about this. I'm gonna talk about these problems later. But here, you can see uh, a clock in a moving frame will be seen to be running slow. This is what we were saying. A clock, a clock in a moving frame will be seen to be running slow or dilated or according to the Lorentz transformation. So, how do we explain this time dilation? Time dilation can be explained with the help of this Lorentz transformation. Very important to remember. How do if someone asks you what is the time dilation? Time dilation you can explain that. So if two planets are there, one planet is at rest, other planet is moving. The person who is moving in the on a moving planet definitely becoming younger than the person who is in the rest planet. So same thing he was trying to explain with the clocks, and that could be explained by only Lorentz transformation, not Galileo. Galileo could not explain this. The time will always be shorter as it measure in the rest frame. Whatever you measure the time in the rest frame, whatever you measure the time in moving frame, the moving frame always shorter than the rest frame. So should remember this point. So the time measured in the frame in which clock is at rest is called proper time. Someone asked, what is the proper time? The proper time, the proper time is the time measured by a clock in the rest frame. Whatever you record the time in the rest frame, we call that, what do you call it? Proper time, right? The proper
Okay, sir.
time always the greater than the time we measured in the moving frame. Sir, how do we explain that? So I'm going to explain now here. So this is the fixed frame. So for a fixed frame, you have to draw x, y, z coordinates. For moving frame, we are keeping the x prime, y prime, and z prime. Draw these two things, okay? So did you draw? I think you have to draw these two diagrams. Then we are here, where clock is here, let us say. What we are saying here, in the time interval, in the time interval, what we are saying, t0 is the t2 prime minus t1 prime is measured in the moving frame. Who is doing this? Is measured and is measured in the moving frame. So now we are saying that T naught is the time, okay, measured in a moving frame. Okay. Then the T is equal to T2 minus T1. What is the T? T is equals to T2 minus T1. So what are the T2 and T1 according to the Galileo transformation? So according to the Galileo transformation, we know that what is the T2? T2 is equal to, what is the T2 beta? T2 is equal to T2 prime, T2 prime plus Vx prime square by 1 minus V square by x square. This is inverse. Like I think we got it like a something like that. T2 is equal to T2 prime is equal to T2 minus Vx, right? Square by root of 1 minus V square by C square. Sorry, C square. This is what we got it. Right. So now T2, if I want to write T2, I should write just plus. Now I want to write it for T1. T1 is equal to how much? T1 prime, okay, plus Vx1 prime, Vx1 uh, prime uh, square. No, we don't, yes. No, this is, there is no square, right? It's a T only, right? Yeah, just Vx prime by C square. So Vx prime, Vx1 prime by root of 1 minus V square by C square. So when I want to calculate T2 minus T1, what are you going to write? Tell me. I have to write it. I have to write it T2 minus T1. T2 in both cases LCM is same beta. LCM is same. So I'm writing simply T2 prime plus Vx2 prime by C square. Oh, by C square. Here also C square there, right? Okay. So what I can do it this in the whiteboard. I think that's a better option. Okay. So let us write it. What is the actually so time? What we have to do is we know that. Let me write it in proper way. So T, we know that T1 is equals to T1 prime, right? What is the T1? T1 is equal to, okay, like T1 prime
T
minus Vx
1 prime.
C
C
square,
square.
C square, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
By
Root of
absolute
1
1 minus
V
V
square
square
by,
by C square.
Yes.
but I want to write it for T prime. Then I have to
సార్ ఒకసారి చెప్పండి సార్ ఎట్లా
T
ఇచ్చిన
plus
T1 is equal to
Vx by C square. Can I write it like gamma simply? I don't want to write that entire thing, right? So
Yes, sir.
gamma is the one which is actually 1 by this, right?
Yes, sir.
Can I write it this, whatever the down part? So completely we can write it as a 1 by this equal to gamma. Okay?
Okay.
Or you can write it next, what we're gonna write it, go for the T2. T2 prime is equal to T2 prime equal to, oh here T1, T2, right, plus tell me Vx, oh here x1 we have to write it, x1
సార్ అది T prime
X2.
T1 prime ప్లస్ కదా సార్ అక్కడ పైన కూడా
T1 prime, where is, no, here I'm writing for T1, now I'm inverse, I'm going for inverse. No, this is actually T1. T1 is equal to T1 prime minus. If I want to T1 prime, if I want to write equation for this, I have to become a, this is plus.
ఓకే సార్
Inverse, I'm going to go. So into gamma. I think, yeah. So now what I want to write it here is T is equal to T2 minus T1. T2 minus T1. I think, yeah, T2 minus T1.
సార్
There is no
T1
prime,
ఒకసారి
there is no
చెప్తారా
prime
సార్
here,
ఎట్లా
right? Yeah, sorry. Here it's a prime, right? Does it make sense? Does it make sense, beta? When you write here without prime, inside should be prime, right? Students, when I want to write here, this is T1 is the what? K prime, K frame, right? Primes are, see, all prime, K is the rest frame, like X, Y1, Z1, T1. K is the moving frame.
K
Here,
prime మొత్తం మూవింగ్ ఫ్రేమ్స్
X1 prime, Y1 prime, Z1 prime, T1 prime, right?
Sir,
K
K
prime
prime
కదా
కదా
సార్
sir.
మూవింగ్ ఫ్రేమ్
Huh?
Moving
K
frame K
prime
prime కదా.
మూవింగ్ ఫ్రేమ్
These are the, if I write T1s, like, see, I'm writing for only
K
here
prime సార్ దట్
T1s over, but I'm measuring the time two different T1 and T2. Okay,
Yes sir, but moving frame is K prime కదా sir.
K prime. Yes, yeah, you are saying this one, right? Correct. So now I have to subtract these two. T2 prime, right? T2 prime minus T1 prime, right? Does it make sense? Yeah?
Yes
So
sir.
this is the time I'm
సార్
measuring
మన T2
difference. If I want to find T2 minus T1, no.
సార్ మనం T2 వాల్యూ తీసుకున్నాం సార్ T2 ప్రైమ్ ఇటు సైడ్ ఉంది RH
So what are the equations that we have? Time dilation, in general, what is Lorentz transformation? What is the equation for Lorentz T? Lorentz transformation T, what we got at equation?
T2 minus T1, sir.
No. Before, like when you write it, x is equal to x minus Vt by root of gamma, is there, right? So we wrote it like, x prime is equal to x minus Vt by root of this, right? So what is the t prime equal to? T minus Vx by c square by this,
Under
right?
root.
Students.
T minus Vx by c square under root 1 minus v square by
Yeah,
c
yeah.
square, sir.
So these are the equations that we got it, right?
Yes,
According
sir.
to Lagrange equations. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So now we are using the same here, only time. We don't care about this position. Only time dilution we have to take it. Okay. But here t primes is minus. If I want, yeah, if, oh, that's what something is going on, right? So what we got it here is T2 equals to, okay. Okay. So now T primes is this one, but T if I want to, okay, this if I want to write only T, this one, right? T1, this is going to be T prime. T2, this is going to be T2. Is it correct now?
Yes, sir.
We have to be clear.
Minus.
If it is not clear, we are going to make a mistakes. Let me write Lagrangian equations first. X is equal to, x prime equal to x minus Vt by root of 1 minus V square by C square. And the T prime is equal to T minus Vx by C square root of 1 minus V square by C square. So these things you have to remember. So since we don't care about this position here, we are not talking about a length. We are talking about only time. So now what we have to do, we go for this. We take only this. So T. So we are taking T1 and T2, Nanan. T1 and T2 are the time that we measure it. So I have to write two equations for this. Okay. So let us say we are measuring at two different times. Okay. One clock is kept in the rest frame. The other let us say T2 the other clock placed in the moving frame. So T1 I want to write the T1 is equal to, okay, I'm writing like a T1. So T, basically it's equal to T. Okay. So T is equal to, suppose if I want to write T value, what is equal here? T prime plus Vx by C square by this. Is it correct?
Under root 1 minus v square by c square.
Yeah. I don't want to write this entire thing, but I can keep the 1 by gamma now. So for T1 prime plus Vx1, because we are in the one frame,
C square.
C square. Bracket, close bracket, I'm writing
Yeah.
gamma. That's it. Then T2 prime plus Vx2 by
By
C square gamma.
all into gamma.
So now I want to measure it T2 minus T1. T2 minus T1. So what I'm going to get here? So T2 is this one, right? T2 minus T1 is equal to, okay, T2 prime plus Vx2 primes. I think here also primes, Nana. Can we, it should be prime, right? Right? Should be prime by C square gamma minus T2 prime plus minus also. This applied both minus Vx2 prime by C square gamma. Add, someone can add it, right? Why you are waiting, Naresh Gaon? Someone can add it. So if you simplify this, what are you gonna get? Tell me. What are you gonna get it? So here you can see equation.
సార్ బ్రాకెట్ లో ప్లస్ రావాలి కదా సార్.
Minus.
Minus.
Okay, ఇది ప్లస్ వస్తుంది, రైట్? నెక్స్ట్
sir,
మైనస్ అవుతుంది కదా అది.
ఎస్ సార్.
సో మనకి ఇక్కడ ఫైనల్ ఏం రావాలంటే చూడండి, ఇక్కడ మనకి ఈక్వేషన్ వాట్ వి హావ్ టు గెట్ ఇట్ హియర్ ఇస్ దిస్ విల్ క్యాన్సల్. ఎందుకు క్యాన్సిల్ అవుతుంది అంటే లెంత్ చేంజ్ అవ్వట్లే కదా, ఇప్పుడు వీఆర్ నాట్ కన్సిడరింగ్ ద లెంత్ కదా. సో x1 ప్రైమ్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు x2 ప్రైమ్, రైట్?
అట్లయితే క్యాన్సిల్ అయితే సార్ ఉండదు.
So because we are not caring this, we are not considering the length. Lengths are same. We are placing two clocks కదా, రెండు క్లాక్లను కూడా మనం వేరు వేరు ఫ్రేమ్ లో పెట్టాం. లెంత్ చేంజ్ అవ్వదు కదా, ఓన్లీ టైం చేంజ్ అవుతుంది, అంతేనా? అంటే మనం వీఆర్ నాట్ ఫోకసింగ్ ఆన్ లెంత్. లెంత్ కాంట్రాక్షన్ ఇస్ దేర్, దట్ ఈస్ ఓన్లీ దేర్. లెంత్ కాంట్రాక్షన్ చేసేటప్పుడు ఏం టైం సేమ్ అనుకుంటాం, టైం డైలేషన్ చేసేటప్పుడు లెంత్ సేమ్ అనుకుంటాం, ఓకేనా? So in that case, what we can cancel these terms, right? Amy, if cancel అవుతాయి కదా. When I keep these conditions, these two cancel. What are you gonna have? Tell me.
T2 minus
T2 prime minus. Oh,
sir, T1.
This is T1. Right? Sorry.
T1 sir.
Sorry. T2 minus
Yes,
T1
sir.
prime into
Prime
gamma. Okay.
Yes sir.
So what I am saying is, this is I am going to say T0, T2 prime minus T0. This entire bracket, what I am saying is
T0 gamma.
T0 equal to T2 minus prime, T1 minus prime. Okay. So I got this. So T is equal to T0 gamma. Okay. But if I want to write it for T0, what I'm gonna get? Tell me. T by gamma, right? T by gamma, and this is going to be root of 1 minus v square by
B square by C
Is it
square.
clear?
Yes sir.
This is the time dilation derivation.
Clear sir.
టైం ఇప్పుడు ఏమైంది చూడండి, ఇది రెస్ట్ ఫ్రేమ్, ఇదేమో రెస్ట్, ఇది మూవింగ్. సో రెస్ట్ ఫ్రేమ్ ఆల్వేస్ 1 మైనస్ ఆఫ్ ఉంది కదా, అంటే రెస్ట్ ఫ్రేమ్ కంటే మనకి ఏమవుతుంది, తగ్గుతుందా తగ్గదా? ఇక్కడ ప్లస్ ఉంటేనేమో పెరిగేది, మైనస్ ఉంది కాబట్టి. Do you agree this? Time in a rest frame is more than the time at moving frame. Do you agree for this equation? Hello master.
Sir.
ఇక్కడ equation నుంచి మీకు ఏం కంక్లూజన్ వస్తుంది? రెస్ట్ ఫ్రేమ్ లో ఉండే క్లాక్ తక్కువ చూపిస్తున్నట్టు కనిపిస్తుందా ఇక్కడ? ఇదేమో రెస్ట్ ఫ్రేమ్ T0, T ఏమో మూవింగ్.
ఓకే సార్.
నేను V is equal to C చేస్తేనేమో T equal to T0 కదా
సార్.
అది ఎప్పుడు రెండు కూడా లైట్ వెలాసిటీతో వెళ్తున్నప్పుడే, అదర్వైజ్ T0 ఇక్కడ ఏమవుతుంది చెప్పండి? T0 is always greater than the T. Is it clear?
Yes sir.
ఇది అర్థమైతే లాంగ్ ఆన్సర్లు అడుగుతున్నాడు. 50 అంటే 7 మార్క్స్ కి వస్తుంది. 15 మార్క్స్ లో they'll keep half of this length ఒక హాఫ్, ఇది ఒక హాఫ్, రెండు కల్పిస్తాడు. ఎనీ డౌట్స్? ఇంకా క్లారిటీ రాలేదా?
లాస్ట్ స్టెప్ కాడా చెప్పండి సార్ ఒకసారి.
ఇక్కడ ఇప్పుడు ఇది అర్థమైందా? ఇది క్యాన్సిల్ ఎలా అయితే అర్థమైందా?
అర్థమైంది.
క్యాన్సిల్ అయిన తర్వాత T0 అనుకున్నాం కదా.
yes sir.
T0 ఈ గామా అంటే ఏంటి? 1 by కదా. గామా వాల్యూ, వాట్ ఇస్ ద గామా వాల్యూ సబ్స్టిట్యూటెడ్? వాట్ ఇస్ ద గామా వాల్యూ? 1 by, రైట్?
1/1 minus v square by c square.
అటు పోతే ఏమవుతుంది? ఇంటూ కాదు ఇది,
అంతే
అంతేనా?
అంతే సార్.
ఇప్పుడు ఇక్కడనే పెట్టండి, గామా ఇక్కడ సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేయండి, 1/1 అవుతుంది, ఇది పోతే ఇంటూ అవుతుంది కదా.
ఓకే సార్.
ఇంకా అదర్స్ ప్లీజ్ టెల్ మీ, లెట్ మీ నో. డిడ్ యు నోట్ డౌన్?
ఎస్ సార్.
ఇప్పుడు దాన్ని నేను ఇక్కడ సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేస్తున్నా బిడ్డా. ఇప్పుడు నేను ఏం చేస్తున్నా, మనకున్న ఈక్వేషన్ ఏమొచ్చిందంటే t ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు T0 గామా. ఇదైతే క్లియర్. నేను ఇక్కడ ఏం చేస్తున్నా, T0 బై 1 మైనస్ v స్క్వేర్ బై c స్క్వేర్. నాకు T0 కావాలంటే ఏం చేస్తా నేను, t ఇంటూ రూట్ ఆఫ్ 1 మైనస్ v స్క్వేర్ బై c స్క్వేర్. ఇదే కదా మనకు వచ్చింది ఇడా. డెఫినెట్ గా దీన్ని బట్టి చూస్తే ఏంది, T0 గ్రేటర్ దెన్ t కదా, అవునా కదా? అర్థమవుతుందా?
ఎస్ సార్.
ఇప్పుడు దీన్ని నేను if I keep if this term is not there, what is tell me, t equal T0, right? T0 equal t అవుతుంది ఈ టర్మ్ లేకపోతే
అవుతుంది సార్.
ఇప్పుడు 1 లకి వెళ్ళి తీసేస్తాం కదా. సపోజ్ ఇక్కడ 1 ఉంది, 1 లకి వెళ్ళి తీసేసినాం అంటే డెఫినెట్ గా ఒకటి, ఈ మొత్తం ఫ్యాక్టర్ కూడా ఒకటి కన్నా తక్కువ కదా, అవునా కదా?
ఎస్ సార్.
మరి అప్పుడు ఏం T0 ఎక్కువ అవుతుంది కదా.
ఎస్ సార్.
T0 మోర్ దెన్ ద t కదా.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I deleted everything. Okay. Anyway, just practice it one more time. Okay. Practice. Just let us see if you can able to catch up it. It's fine. If not, I'll explain again. Don't worry. Then moving into, so finally what we got it is this one. So here you can see that T0 gamma and T0 is equal to whatever you get it, same thing we get here. So as I mentioned just now, T equal to T0 gamma, and gamma you can substitute it T by root of 1 minus V square by C square, and T0 equal to T into whatever this. Okay.
Root of 1 minus V square by C square.
Then next moving into the length contraction. So what is the length contraction? Did we? I think we
Decreasing in length.
Same length also. What happened? Suppose if you place length, let us say this is again you can say one frame is fixed frame, the other one is moving frame. Okay. The length of any object, the length of any object is moving in a moving frame will appear shortened ante tagipotundi in the direction of motion or contracted. Adamainda? So when you place a object in a fixed frame on moving frame, you place a object here and here, same object, AB. Okay. AB. So the length which you place in the moving frame is always less than the rest frame. So whatever the length you measure in the moving frame, always the shorter than the length which you measure from the rest frame. So rest frame is always constant. You can say this is constant, right? And this will be reduced, or this will be contracted. This will be shortened. And if suppose ఇది L1 ana, ఇది L2. So L2 is always less than the L1 according to the Lorentz. Okay. Is it clear? The length of any object moving in a moving frame will always appears contracted. Is it clear? Length contraction ante, suppose if you keep an object in the moving frame, E frame lo and E frame lo chuste, whatever you keep the object in this frame, it will always contract its length compared to this. ఇది L naught అనుకుంటే ఇది L naught కంటే తక్కువ ఉంటుంది. According to the, so the amount of contraction can be calculated from the Lorentz transformation. The length is maximum in the frame in which object is rest. So ఎందులో length ఎక్కువ ఉంటుంది? Definitely గా rest frame లోనే కదా. Object when you place in the rest frame, which is always greater than the object which you place in the moving frame. That is clear, right? So what we are saying here, if the length we are saying L naught equal to x2 prime minus x1 prime is measured in a moving frame beta. If the length, we say this is the length we are assuming moving frame. Okay, the length L naught is actually, so I think I'm not sure what we, even T naught also better there. T naught also measured in a moving frame. T is actually rest frame. Just check it whether we computed correctly or not. Hey, who is talking? L naught, T naught, or the length and time in a moving frame. L and T or the parameter can be considered in the rest frame. So this is, you analyze it. Does it make sense or not? I think something we did mistake in the last time dilation. Reversely, I think I did. I hope. I mean, I was thinking maybe we did a little bit confusion. Let us, after this, I'll come to that. So now it is clear. L naught, you can see here moving frame L naught, fixed frame L. Okay. Okay now. So then L is equal to x2 minus x1 can be calculated using the Lorentz transformations. So, but since two measurements made in the fixed frame are made for simultaneously in that frame. So, appudu em chestunnam ante ikkada em condition తీసుకుంటే చెప్పు, we are taking here approximation T1 is equal to T2, right?
Yes, sir.
In the time dilation, what we took it? We took it lengths are same, right? Here we are considering times are same. So when I keep that condition here, what is my x2? Tell me, Nana. X2 is equals to x2 prime. Let us say x2 prime equal to x2 minus VT2 by root of 1 minus v square by c square. X1 prime is equal to x1 minus VT1 by root of 1 minus v square by c square. This is L. Suppose if I want to measure the L naught, I have to measure it. What I'm going to do, I have to subtract it, right? This minus this.
Yes, sir.
So LCMs are same in both cases. So simply x2 minus VT2 minus x1 minus or minus, this is plus 1. So here if I keep the condition T1 is equal to T2, these two will cancel it. So we're going to get x2 minus x1 by root of 1 minus v square by c square. Now what I am assuming, this is L, right? So L naught is equal to L by root of 1 minus v square by c square. If I want to calculate L naught into root 1 minus v square by c square. Is it correct?
Yes, sir.
I think the previous, let me again, what I'm gonna do. So tell me now. So now we are saying that, oh, this is white. So right. Okay. So what we are saying first, we have to assume the two frames. Come on. So two frames, Nana. One. Oh, come on. What happened? So two frames, we can say X, Y, Z, whatever. This is the other frame is, you can say doesn't matter, X prime, Y,
Y
Z
prime.
Y prime. So this is K prime and K. So now we are saying that there is a shift. Okay. So L naught is the one. Okay. And L is the x2 minus x1. You can say x2 minus x1. L naught is what? x2 prime minus x1 prime.
X1 prime.
Okay. So what is x2 actually? x2 prime is equal to x2 minus vt by
V2
root of
root
1 minus
1 minus
v
V
square by
square by 6 square.
x1 prime is equal to x1 minus
X1
vt by,
minus VT1 by
everybody
root
should
of
do
1
it
minus
this one.
V2.
I'm just showing again because you guys are like, didn't say anything, feedback. So now what I'm trying to do, I have to measure the L naught is what actually time in what? Moving frame, right?
Yes, sir.
Moving frame. So L naught equal to x2 minus x1 prime, which is equal to x2 minus vt by root of 1 minus v square by c square minus x1 minus vt by root of 1 minus v square by c square. So here LCM is same. So x2 minus x1. So L naught equal to, so where x2 minus x1 is what? I can say that x2 minus x1 is equal to L. Yes.
ఇక్కడ మనం లాస్ట్ ఇస్ ఈక్వల్స్ టు మనం కామన్ తీసుకున్నాం కదా సార్ కిందది 1 అండర్ రూట్ 1 మైనస్ v స్క్వేర్ బై c స్క్వేర్.
Yes.
బట్ పైన x2 మైనస్ v2 మైనస్ x1 ప్లస్ vt కదా సార్.
మా v2 2 ఉండదమ్మా. v అనేది మనము what is the v actually? We are not saying, only we are saying about తీసు పొజిషన్ మాత్రమే మారుతున్నాయి ఇక్కడ, వెలాసిటీస్ కాదు.
సార్ యాక్చువల్లీ మైనస్ x మైనస్ vt అంటే మైనస్ ఇంటూ మైనస్ ప్లస్.
Right, correct. You are right. I mean, అది అట్లే వస్తుంది. Yes, I mean, I have to keep this bracket. I just cancel it already. Why? Yes, here T1 untadi. Idi.
Okay.
This is T2. Sorry, correct. Very good. Here we are keeping T1 is equal to T2. Okay. And in that case, when you take the LCM, these will cancel, Nana. Okay. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
This will cancel because minus into minus plus and T1 equal to T2. You can write that the next step. Long answer lo direct cancel cheyakandi meer notes lo ee step code చూపించాలా. Okay. So x2 minus x1 is L by root of 1 minus v square by c square. So if I want to write L, L naught into 1 minus v square by c square. What is L actually? The length measured in రెస్ట్ ఫ్రేమ్,
ఎస్ సార్.
ఇది మూవింగ్ ఫ్రేమ్. సో రెస్ట్ ఫ్రేమ్ లో ఉన్న మెజర్మెంట్ మూవింగ్ ఫ్రేమ్ యాక్చువల్ గా ఎల్ నాట్ కంటే తక్కువ ఉంటుంది దీన్ని బట్టి చూస్తే. కరెక్టా?
సార్
ఎందుకంటే ఇది మొత్తం లేదనుకుంటే ఎల్ నాట్ కి ఈక్వల్ అవుతుంది. ఈ టర్మ్ ఉంది కాబట్టి. సో హియర్ ఎల్ నాట్ ఈజ్ ఆల్వేస్ గ్రేటర్ దెన్ ద no sorry L is L is actually greater, right? Is it? Is it?
ఎస్ సార్.
Yeah, L is the rest frame. L is always greater than the L naught. It makes sense, right?
ఎస్ సార్.
So rest frame లో ఉన్న length always greater than గా ఉంటుంది మూవింగ్ ఫ్రేమ్ కంటే కూడా. It should make sense. Suppose L equal L naught only when V is equal to C. When V is equal to C. V is equal to C పెడితే ఏమైతుంది? మొత్తం 0 అవుతుంది కదమ్మా.
అవును సార్.
సో అవ్వదు. V is equal to C పాసిబిలిటీ ఉండవు కదా. ఏదైనా ఆబ్జెక్ట్ స్పీడ్ ఆఫ్ లైట్ తో వెళ్తుందా? వెళ్ళదు, రైట్? సో యూ హ్యావ్ టు రిమెంబర్ దిస్ ఫార్ములాస్. ఇవి నీకు ఇంతవరకు మీకు వచ్చిందంటే 50 మార్క్స్, ఐ మీన్ అవుట్ ఆఫ్ 7 మార్క్స్ పడతాయి. టైం డైలేషన్, ఐ మీన్ లెంత్ కాంట్రాక్షన్ కి. టైం డైలేషన్ అర్థమైందా?
యా సార్.
ఇస్ ఇట్ క్లియర్? లెంత్ కాంట్రాక్షన్,
ఎస్ సార్.
సార్
టైం డైలేషన్ అయితే ఓకే కదా అందరికి? అక్కడ కూడా
ఓకే.
నాట్ అనేది ఏంటి? మూవింగ్ ఫ్రేమ్ అనుకోండి, అప్పుడు కరెక్ట్. టీ అనేది రెస్ట్ ఫ్రేమ్, అప్పుడు మనం చేసిన అంత కరెక్ట్ వస్తుంది అంతే.
ఓకే.
సో ఒక్కసారి రేపు రాయండి, ప్రాక్టీస్ చేసుకుని వస్తారా ఈ రెండు?
సార్
కెన్ యూ ప్రాక్టీస్ దీస్ 2 questions tomorrow?
ఎస్
ఓకే
సార్.
సార్.
ఎందుకంటే ఎస్